I tell him I'm coming?
Hi. It's live at 5. Live at 5. I'm going to bring my phone up because I want to see what everybody put for their dream business while I'm listening to some In Excess. Hi, you guys. Can you hear my music? I'm going to turn it up for you. All right. Here we go. I'm going to turn up some music. Hi, Denise. Here we go. Ready? Guess this band. Here we go. Alexa, volume 9.
Some silken moment goes on forever, and we're leaving broken hearts behind.
Okay, it's In Excess, and I was just getting into a little groove before I said hi. Jesse, I loved your responses to what you would do for your dream job or your dream business. That was so much fun to read. Yes, Dan, definitely. Hi, Bev. Hi, Dan. That was really fun to read, you guys. I really enjoyed it. And I hope that maybe it kind of inspired you a little bit, too. It was really cool. Hi, Sharon. How are you? I decided to have a very casual space on the couch. Hi, Patty. Today. I was going to go into the bedroom, but as you know, I have a guest coming, so I don't want to mess it up. I have it all nice and clean, and I didn't want to take any chances and mess that up. But I enjoyed our chat yesterday, and so I want to keep doing the live at 5 this week. I have 5 new journals coming, not journals, pardon me, I take it back. 5 new, it is cocktail time, Wendy. Yes, of course. You know, I should have brought out my little wine popsicles, but I'm saving them for my special guest. So I have 5 new of my books coming. They're going to be author copies, but I was just curious, and I'm just asking, and you don't have to say it to be, but if anybody's interested in getting an author copy, I might give those away. There will be 5, and I'd even sign it if you wanted to. Hi, Shay. How are you? Oh, the light is too bright. Oops. I wonder if it's this one. Thank you, Bev. Maybe, oh, no, that's fine. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Or is it is that better? I'm all awkward now. I'm not sure if that's better or not. Sorry. Thank you, Bev. I have no idea if that's worse. I could move. You know what? It's the dining room. I think it's the dining room light. You guys, let me walk to the dining room and shut off the dining room light. Is that better? I was setting up to possibly do this. Oh, Wendy and Bev. Is it this one? I'm not really sure, you guys. I'm going to try my best. Okay. So, is this better? Bev, good looking out. She's looking out for me, my Beverly. Thank you. Okay. All right, good. Well, all right, so I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out what we can do, but I'd love to give 5 of the author copies away because I think it's kind of neat because you really wouldn't be able to get an author copy unless it came from the author. So, I don't know. But it has like a stripe across it that says that, but that's okay. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad it's better. Let me ask you this question, you guys. Oh, no, it's all good. Let me ask you this question. How did anybody do the 7 levels deep? Oh, I do have a ring light, Shay. Shay, I have a ring light. I have all sorts of lighting. I just wanted to be casual. I wanted to be casual for this one. I didn't get dolled up. None of that. Oh, thank you, Donna. But you're so cute, Shay. You know me. I do have the ring light. So I was just curious. Oh, Anna, good. Well, good. So I just wanted to know, because what I'll do is I'll try to figure something out to make it fair. But I love that you're saying yes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much about the author copies. So I was just curious. Hi, Marilyn. Did anybody download the 7 Levels Deep yesterday? Just curious. It's still available, but it just really had me thinking, even when I hung up with you guys. Oh, Bonnie Lee, you are so sweet. And thank you, Wendy. Oh. Because I started thinking about different areas of my life where I could ask those questions in that seven levels deep scenario. And I just, wow, it's really interesting when you start to walk through those levels. So even when my friend comes, when Desiree gets here, I am going to ask her to do the 7 levels deep and just guide her through it, because I think as I was listening to all of you and reading your comments, which I wanted to keep my phone out so I could read some of them. I loved it, like a tea shop with kittens to adopt. I was like, my fans are compassionate people, animal lovers. Especially, I forget who it was, and I'm so sorry. I had a notepad, but you know what? I looked up. I was sitting here comfortably, and I looked up and saw it was 3 minutes till 5. So my lazy butt didn't get up to get the notepad. So I'm just telling you like it is. That's exactly what it was. But I had a notepad where I wrote it down because one of you was talking about senior citizens and taking care of the elderly. And oh my gosh, I was just sitting here like, I've got the best people ever. And you know, I think I had mentioned in one of my lives before that my grandparents owned a nursing home for years. And so as a kid, I grew up around the elderly and senior citizens. And, oh, yes, I know, Bonnie Lee. You said the adult toy store. I know. I got you. But I thought that was so sweet, and it speaks a lot about who you are as a person and as people. And so that's why I was curious about, now that you've kind of identified and shared with everyone what your dream is, maybe go back and talk about and walk through the 7 levels deep. And that will take you through, because it starts off by asking you ask the question. I have it right here. The why is that important to you? And then you give your answer, and then you go through the 7 levels. So I love that. And I think that maybe for some of you, it might uncover some things that you never even really realized were at the root of why that's your dream and why that's important to you. So there is a need, Bonnie Lee. So I love that. So I just have my phone so that I can kind of multitask. And I loved that you all shared so many awesome things. Let's see. We had, okay, Michelle, I'm reading yours. Okay, you guys, Michelle said she would own a little shop in Sanibel Island, Florida. She would sell beach shoes, flip-flops, beach jewelry, swimsuits, and cover-ups. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, my gosh. And floats for the beach that she would have inflated while you wait. Okay, I love that. I don't know a Tori Bell. Debbie, you're going to have to tell me. Tori Bell affiliate. Okay. Gina put that she would do a dress for success. Gina, I love this. A passion for fashion and beauty, and to help someone with all those things to go out in the world and be confident and successful. I love that. And also the piece, Gina, that you put about finance classes. I wish I'd had that in high school or even in college, where like that was just part of mandatory teaching. Motivational speakers. I love that. She said organizing. I had a couple of you talk about organizing, which I loved. Karen mentioned a holistic medicine shop, and I'm kind of into that now too. Oh, Victoria, thank you so much. I appreciate that you said that about the worksheets. I really do. Thank you. I'm going to be making more that you'll be able to download for free. Barbara was talking about crocheting, and I remember at one point I learned how to knit, and I knit my godfather a scarf and then put down the knitting needles. I don't know what happened, but I did find it very comforting to do that. Bonnie Lee, yes, she's a psychiatric nurse, 38 years around people. Oh, wow, yes, Bonnie Lee. Sex is a natural thing. Of course it is. And nothing to be embarrassed about. Of course not. My friend has a line, Cheeky Well. Cheeky Well, you can find it. It's like literally cheeky, like CHEEKY. And she has some great CBD oils and all sorts of things and other products there that you should check out. I like her line. Let's see. Donna, you're a woman after my own heart. She had put, own a little coffee shop bakery that she could live above. And I thought, that is so cool. I love that idea. You want the book, Victoria? You're so sweet. Yay, I'm so glad people want it. Good, so I'm going to give away 5 copies for sure. Vicky, my mama Vicky. Vicky and I have known each other. Vicky, my goodness. You know I'm going to be 50 in December. We've known each other. You've known me since I was 16? No, Vicky, how old was I? No, I was in college. Was I 18? Wow, my mama Vicky in Rhode Island. Amazing. Chris, I love that Chris says, my dad had a logo for his men's and women's mom and pop clothing and accessory store years ago, and he used it on polo shirts, just like a polo or an Izod. And she said they sold like hotcakes, basically, like wildfire. And I say, bring the logo shirt back. Sarah, I need you on my team, actually, Sarah. Sarah said she would love to work as a planner and organization expert. Who needs Sarah on their team? Right? She said she's found a company that offers wonderful organization products where people sell their products from homes or through their website. No, okay, you guys, Sarah, Sarra, let's give her some love. She wrote in the comments because she said she really wants to do it, but she's fearful. Sarah, we look fear in the face and we walk through it. That's what we do. We look it in the face and we walk through it. Do you know this morning I had kind of a rough morning? Just sometimes it's overwhelming learning the different aspects of running my own business in this way. Because yes, when I left QVC, I had my own business, but it was word of mouth, you guys, and I didn't have a website, and I wasn't doing all of the social media. I was only posting personal stuff there, and I wasn't selling stuff the way that I'm like about to now or offering courses. So this is a completely different realm for me. It is. And Sarah, I've been scared. And today I had a couple of phone calls that were about hiring somebody to do my website, redo it. Have you guys ever done something on blind faith and been bitten in the butt for it? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I can tell just by what you wrote on Facebook about what you would do, that you are all trusting and compassionate people. And I'd like to think of myself that way too. So there's been, if I can only tell you, and we won't even get into my last relationship because that was a horror show, but how many times I've blind faithfully given somebody money to do something that they said they were going to do for me, and they didn't do it, or it didn't meet my expectations. I have such a fear of that right now, Sarah, because I've trusted people, I've made decisions that weren't good decisions, and it is a scary thing. But I was also then later chatting with a friend because I needed to pick me up because I was just so scared to make a decision earlier today. And she just, and it was like, you know what? You have to spend, you're gonna lose money along the way. It's going to happen. When you start a new business, you just have to know that it's going to happen. It's like when you buy a new car. One time my friend scratched my new car, my friend, on purpose, deliberately in front of me. And she said, there, it's out of the way. You're done. You got your first scratch. Do you see what I mean? I know that sounds odd, but I'm just saying you're going to get a scratch on your new car. You're going to lose a little bit of money along the way to start a business. Just be at peace with it and look at the bigger picture. And that's what I've had to do. And so, yeah, some days I feel like I'm choking and I'm like underwater and I'm just trying to find my way. And then last night I get a LinkedIn message from somebody that I knew at QVC. Remember, I haven't been there since 2011. And he was saying that he appreciated my courage during one of my Facebook videos, and because he was feeling similarly. And I just thought, see, that's what Built for Connection is about. It's just being able to share your dreams here, to share what Sarah said, where she's saying, I'm afraid to do it. We're here for you, Sarah. We're going to support you, your endeavor. Post it right here on my page. post the announcement. You can share this space. Yes, and I'm sorry your messages are coming in. Oh, Bev. No, Vicky, of course not. My friend Vicky is probably next to Jean Bice. Vicky, I'm putting you in. This is Jean Bice. This is the best company there is, and you know this. Vicky is one of the most outgoing, loving, kindest-hearted people I have ever met in my life. She made such a powerful impact on my life. When I was first in college, she was a second mom to me. She's my Mama Vicky. I used to go there for dinner. She would feed me, take care of me, come by and see me all the time. She's never, ever been out of touch with me, even when I've been on the default with that. And she had a flower shop, because I know somebody in here, Vicky, you should look at the comments, because somebody was putting that they would love to start their own floral business. I'll try to find it as quickly as I can. Vicky, do you want to tell everybody the name of your flower shop? My friend Vicky had a flower shop called Petal Pushers. Is that not the cutest name? So Vicky, hang on, let me see who it was. And Vicky, you know you can do it. Vicky has personality plus to spare. If I could sell it on QVC, I would have. We would have sold it like mad. Oh, Anna, you're so sweet. That is so cute. You know what, I don't know. There's certain clothes I would, you know what, Anna, I'm never going to say no. I'm going to keep open-minded. That's really sweet of you to say that. Yes, Bunny Lee. That's why I love you guys are so open here, and it makes me feel okay. Oh, my Desi, I'm going to see her soon. It's so true. Yes. Oh, my God, I love that. Petal Pushers, Vicky. Yes. It is all relative in its own way, Julie. I'm just reading your comments. I'm sorry, you guys. I just wanted to. You're so welcome. I think, yeah, I got to a point this morning where I was trying to book a phone call, and it's about somebody doing my website, and it's not about relinquishing control of the website. That's actually not it, because I want to revamp the website. The fear is like I'm looking at the invoice, and again, like I said, I'm not making money right now. I don't have an income right now. So it's like I'm looking at it and just like, oh my gosh, what if this doesn't come out the way I want? Or maybe it is control. I don't know. I have to go to 7 levels deep with this. But it's just scary. But I also know that my efforts are wasted on trying to do something like that myself. This book, one of my friends asked me recently, she said, where do you get those templates? Where do you get the templates to make this book? I was like, yeah, girl, no. There were no templates. I made those. Do they sell templates? Yes, on Creative Market, one of my favorite places to browse and look. But they weren't what I wanted. They weren't signature to what I wanted it to look and feel like. So I spent hours with the margins and the colors and the font and all of that. Because if I'm going to promote myself as a branding expert, I would like for you to be able to look at my website, my Instagram, my Facebook, my book, and see consistency. And that's where I'm in a struggle right now, is trying to change kind of the facade or the face of the brand to be what I want it to be. So it is taking risks, Julie, and you're right. And in certain things, no matter what. And that's why with Sarah doing organizing, Sarah, you would be amazing at organizing, especially when you think about something, whatever it is. Oh, let me just plug in my computer, because when I got up to change the lighting, I unplugged it. My friend made fun of me for wearing a sundress with a t-shirt under it, but I kind of liked it. But Sarah, when it's something that you love, like I need help organizing, just remember there's people out there that need that kind of help and will pay you for that kind of help. So, okay, Anna, you should consider it. She is, oh, okay. Oh, she does on Facebook Live. I love you too, Vicky. I know you are. Anna, wow, you're giving me some thoughts. Jill Bauer, I love watching Jill. I love her page and her Instagram. Thank you so much. And I loved hearing your dreams. I mean, there were quite a few in here I loved. Okay, so let's see. Let me look at these. These were so fun to read. So fun for me to read. Bev was talking about being in architecture. She does photography. And she would like to help residents in nursing homes. Bev has been very wonderful with the team of people who have helped her through her recovery. An old dog senior sanctuary with a hospice. Oh my gosh. Animal shelter or rescue. All of these are amazing. A doggy daycare. I love that too. Yes. Okay. Marcy Salt. Yes. My friend Vicky had her own flower shop called Petal Pushers. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Bev. Let's see. Hi, Laura. Why, Laura, listen to me. Well, good for you. Okay, so Laura is saying, you know what? Struggling with confidence, which we all do, and all of us do. All of us. Nobody's immune to that. We all do. Okay, so let's just admit that. We all struggle with confidence. She's saying that she doesn't feel confident enough to think that she could make money being an encourager. She's just, first of all, to say just really a volunteer, you need to say, I am a volunteer, and say it with confidence, and can't seem to switch into a business mode. She does Facebook Lives and daily posts. Well, we should chat offline sometime, but I will tell you, Laura, you have to sometimes think differently. So even right now, Laura, as you're watching, think of 3 words that either are currently now, or maybe because you're not in that space, 3 words that would describe the person you want to be. Okay, does that make sense? So for me, for my brand, and like with my assistant, when I was giving her some ideas on what I wanted the website to look like in my post, I said, I describe my brand, which my brand is me, as bold, dynamic, confident. Bold, dynamic, confident. Am I those 3 things all the time and all at once? No. There are days when I feel that. There are moments when I feel all 3, bold, dynamic, confident. But they're things that I want to aspire to be. There's something to reach for, and they're there to remind me of that. So when I'm getting in, let's see, I think I'm already at 10,000 steps today, you guys. Okay, 9,148 steps. When I take my steps, and sometimes like this morning when I was walking the dog and I was near tears and it was like 7 in the morning, so I wasn't about to call anybody, but I was out there with Minka, I just kept saying bold, dynamic, confident in my mind. With every step, that foot would go down, bold, dynamic, confident, bold, dynamic, confident. And I would just start to think of different things. Like right now, I might have mentioned to you that I had a connection at Hay House that I'd gotten an email from, but I'm waiting to hear back. So then I started putting that energy out there. So using those types of words, what would describe you or what you want to be, is a good start. It's a good start. I mean, think about it, because otherwise, you've got like 60,000 thoughts running through your mind in a given day. I think it's even more than that. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. And so what's the harm? And if your mind starts to veer on a path that makes you feel less than, that you circle it back and you bring it back to those 3 words. 3 words, simple, relevant, repeatable. The rule of 3. 3 Musketeers, right? Snap, crackle, pop. It's in the book. I have a whole section on the rule of 3 and how those types of things are very memorable and they stick with us. Even stories as a little kid, 3 little bears, 3 little pigs, 3 wise men. So think of 3 words, everybody, that would describe you now or the person that you want to be, and then try to fall into that flow. Oh, good. I love that. Mandy said she's trying to smile a lot today while talking. Isn't it interesting? Because it's so true, because as a coach, I would see it on their face. I would see on video when they were trying to smile and talk, they would lose their train of thought or they would lose the smile or both. And it isn't an easy thing to do. I just grew up doing it because I had to make friends, because I was moving so much. It's like, to me, it was the only way to make friends, and my whole Merry Heart story. Thank you. I love that you're trying that. I appreciate that. We all do struggle in confidence and self-esteem. I love that, Bonnie Lee. Yes, Bonnie Lee, I finished my mindset coaching course and now I'm working on my positive psychology practitioner certificate. So Bonnie Lee and I were taking a course on Udemy and I can post about it. It most likely will be tomorrow because I have company coming soon. But it was so great, you guys. I loved it. And I got worksheets and I made my mindfulness journal, which now let me ask you this. I could release the mindfulness journal this week, but do you think it's better if I release it this week or should I release it next week with the book? Or is that, am I all over the place right now, you guys? I'm sorry. I was just excited. I was so happy with your engagement on that post. I loved that you shared with me. Thank you so much. A dance studio, yes. Oh, can I tell you a story? So, you know Sarah Blakely from Spanx, you guys? So I used to work with her and Creative, Confident, Inspiring. I love that, Bev. I used to work with Sarah, and when there was one time we were standing at the studio operations desk, and I asked Sarah, I was like, because obviously we all know she's massively wealthy from Spanx, and I said, what is the one craziest thing you've ever spent money on? And she just looked at me and without missing a beat, she goes, a bubble room in my house. And I said, wait, what? Come again? What? She said, a bubble room in my house. I have a room where I dance and play music, and it just pumps out bubbles. And I thought that was the most awesome thing ever. Now, I doubt that's her case now. I think she has 4 young children. She lives in Atlanta, too. Spanx is actually right above my gym where I go to F45 in Buckhead. The Spanx headquarters is right here. Anyway, isn't that so cute that that's what she... So, you know what? Sarah, you want to be an organizer? Laura, you want to be an encourager? And you walk through that fear and then you think, well, you know what? This is going to get me that bubble room. This is going to get me that little farmette that I want down the street. This is going to get me that little pygmy goat that I want to have in the backyard when I do goat yoga. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, Laura. Good. Conversations of support with Laura. I love that. Yes. Encourages, of course. Encouragers sometimes need to be encouraged, of course. Yes. You bet. I love that, though. Conversations of support. So, Laura, I would say then, I don't know what your 3 words are. But, yes, think of those words. Obviously, it's going to be supportive, right? Encouraging, supportive, encouraging, brave. Supportive, encouraging, brave. Those are your 3 words, Laura. There you go. Girl, you got this. How did my many... You know what, Dan? I think that's a great question. Dan's asking, how did my many hometowns play into your career choices? I will say this. I get itchy feet. I don't like to... People ask me all the time, I thought you were with it. I thought you were doing this. I thought you were doing that. I like to change it up. It's one life. I want to try all different things. I love this house so much. I can't even possibly conceive of moving. But I grew up knowing not to hold on to something. Meaning, like, I've lost things. My mom's lost pictures of us. We've lost whatever. Things from when we were a kid. So I've learned not to invest too much in something that is an object. And I love moving. I wanted to go to California. I moved to California. You know what I mean? I wanted to move to Atlanta. Everybody asked me, why'd you move to Atlanta? Because I wanted to. I want to experience different things. So I think, Dan, it helped me just broaden my horizons and be less resistant to change, more open to change, I guess. I love diversity. I like to see different cultures and experience them, and it's cool. Yeah, what brought me to Atlanta? Honestly, I loved California so much. I'm looking at the clock because I'm going to have to leave and go to the airport soon. But there were criteria I had, Mandy. My criteria was, number one, I wanted to buy a house. I did own a house in California for a short while, and then I started renting, and the rent was so expensive. And it was too far away from my family and too much to ask for them to come see me, because then it's like my mom and my dad buying a flight. It's like over $1,000, where is just me flying to Florida or me flying to North Carolina where my brother is. It was just easier. So I just was missing out on family. I wanted to buy a house, and I wanted to live somewhere that didn't get a lot of snow and was near an international airport because I was traveling a lot at the time. And I'd always wanted to live in the South. I grew up thinking one day I'm going to live in the South. That's how it happened. And also one of my closest friends, Josh, lives in Decatur, so he was really helpful too. Good, Laura. I am so happy you were here too. I'm so happy you were here. And you're right. Sorry, I'm reading through these. I'm sorry. I almost like lost my thread. That was a good thought. Confident. Okay. So yeah, like sometimes I'm envious. Like one of my best friends I've known since I started QVC, so since 2000. She's lived in Westchester, Pennsylvania her whole life, and her family's lived there their whole lives. And sometimes I get a little bit the grass is greener kind of situation because I am separated from my family, and especially during COVID, it's been really tough. But then there's times where I'm like, I just don't know any other way. I love to move around a little bit. I don't think this is going to be the last place I land. I would never say, I can't even imagine it would be. So I guess that's what makes me change and my career. And so now moving into this path of like really focusing on coaching and really focusing on being a brand and business expert is a big leap for me. And so, Laura, I am scared too. And I have fear, a lot of it. Sometimes when I'm on here, it's just I'm excited to talk to you guys and share with you guys. So it might seem like it's all, but it's not. I had a rough day. And even now, like I have to sign, I guess, like a contract and send it in. And it's like, I'm just, I don't have that person that looks it over for me and says, hey, babe, you're fine. It's good. I got you. It's like, there's no plan B. So anyway, let me see what else you guys wrote. I'm so happy you all are here. Thank you so much. I'm reading through these. I love these interior decorators, bed and breakfast. I love that idea. Floral designer, boutique and tea room. Card designer, Kathleen. I love cards. Doggy daycares. I love all of these. Are such great, awesome, amazing dreams. They're so good. Oh, you live in North Atlanta or Alabama? Close by Decatur. Oh, sorry, where? Hi, Kyle. How are you? All right, you guys, live at 5. Live at 5. Okay, so I want you to think of your 3 words. And, I wanted to see what else Mandy wrote about what it felt like when she was saying she tried to smile a lot today. I thought I missed that. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Laura. That's so nice of you. Some days I'm telling you, Think of your 3 words. I'll be back tomorrow, live at 5, every day this week, all through Friday. Desiree will be here, so you'll get to see her. She's coming in soon, hopefully. And it should be good. And we've got some plans. You guys, guess what Des and I are doing this weekend? 2 of the most awesome things ever. We're doing goat yoga, and we're going horseback riding. Doesn't that sound good? Hi, Tish. The book is either going to be next Tuesday or Wednesday. Tish, thank you for asking. I just haven't decided. It's either the 28th or the 29th. Oh, that's okay, Mandy. I make errors. I could wear a big wide hat if you want me to, if that's your thing. I mean, why not? All right, let me look at the dates. Tish. It's either the 28th or the 29th. Des, I'm not sure. I got to look at a couple things, but it's either one of those dates. Good, Bev. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I do. It does get lonely. So this was wonderful. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you have a nice night, and I will see you live at 5 tomorrow. All right? Have a good one. Bold, dynamic, confident. You got this.